Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. It's 11:59 and you're here with me, Yasmin KT, for the Heartfelt Horizons on Salam Media. So now I'm going to be chatting to Naseera Turkey and Aysha Bangie-Loonat, and they are the founders of the Be Selfless Foundation. So let's get into it. Aysha, do you want to share more about what the Be Selfless Foundation is about?
Okay, so the Be Selfless Foundation, Assalamu alaikum to everybody, and
Wa
thank you for
alaikum
having us,
assalam.
Yasmin.
It's a
Um,
pleasure, only a
what did
pleasure.
I say about the Be Selfless Foundation? So it started off in 2018. It was something that was close to, I think me and Nez always spoke about a few things, but
Mm,
I think I wanted, coming from humble beginnings and seeing what people go through and how people need things, we decided to start the Be Selfless Foundation, and the name of the Be Selfless Foundation is being selfless. So it's more about giving back, but our motto is about the hand that gives. So it's from the giver to the receiver. We are just the in between people that help find the giver and then help to give to the receiver. So it's about being selfless. It's about being human. It's about you understanding what you need, understanding these needs. Everybody needs something out there, Yasmin, and
mhm.
it's just about helping. We That's all what we want to do is help and make a difference to the communities and make a difference to the world.
Inshallah, Ameen, and may you be rewarded for your efforts. Do you want to share some background about yourself, Aisha, so our listeners can get a better understanding?
So I currently have major years of experience in the banking
Ameen.
industry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a philanthropist, empowerment educator, and I'm also the author about It's All About Selfies. I do a lot of motivational speaking, emceeing, to name a few. Let's not get into all of that stuff, but the more the philanthropic vision here of us is the Be Selfless Foundation, right?
Foundation. Mm-hmm.
And it's to create change, positive change. And I think, what else can I say about myself? I was the finalist. I was the Miss Africa 2018 Global International, and I'm also the first princess. And I've also had quite numerous awards. But I think my whole thing about myself is being selfless. Doing this, giving self love, self worth, and self respect. When you understand those three things, you understand how to share it with everybody else and how to give back in terms of that. That's just about a little bit about me. And yeah, I think that's about it from my
Jazakallah so
side.
much. Jazakallah for sharing. And Nasira, welcome back. Can you share more about yourself? I know everybody knows about Nasira, but can we just go in for it? And then also share something about the Be Selfless Foundation. But first, about yourself. We seem to have lost your audio. Can you reconnect? I can't hear you, Nasira. Let's try and get Nasira back. Today we have gremlins in the studio. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's go to Aisha. Aisha, tell me more while we're waiting for Nasira to get back online. Tell me more about what the Be Selfless Foundation is doing at the moment. What projects you guys have lined up?
So the current big one that we have is it's a big one for us actually, and we've identified a school that had eight asbestos classrooms, and we managed to find a sponsor to assist us. So that's where the giver and the receiver comes in, and we looked at the need there. We visited the school, identified the. It was terrible. Yes, me now to explain to you how
Mm-hmm.
these asbestos classrooms look, and it wasn't something that's a very appropriate for learners. And
Learning.
we as a B Service Foundation drive education. We drive where education is the most important thing, because if you look at it, those are the future generations of our country, our
Mm-hmm.
future, and everything else that goes with it. So when
Mm-hmm.
we looked at the school and we identified the need, obviously we spoke to the principal, we spoke to a few people there. We needed to understand which was really a need, and if funding wasn't available. And yes, funding was not available, so we made a few calls, and we had one of our sponsors that came on board, and their hearts are so big that they managed to
Alhamdulillah.
pay the entire 1.5 million rand for this
Wow.
for this eight classrooms to be rebuilt. And
Mm-hmm.
when you look back and you look at the time it started, and it took us exactly 2 months to build these beautiful classrooms, which is something that it's not easy. but we
Mm-hmm.
had good contractors, we had good people that were involved, and they just wanted to give back. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're hoping you can come and see it on the 21st of February when we do the official opening,
Inshallah.
and the opening of it, and seeing how the students and the principal and the teachers overwhelm themselves with just seeing something built new, and they don't have to
Mm-hmm.
be in this I'm going to say ugly rooms
Rooms. Yeah, and
anymore.
I know you have a background of teaching, so this is you're an educator, so this does hit home with you. And yes, you're right. Education, we need a proper learning environment for our learners, and well done for you guys for doing that. And we have Naseera back. Assalamu alaikum, Naseera.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear me properly now?
I can hear you clearly now. All sorted.
Listen, this is technology, right?
I
But
know.
as much as we all plan, I think the universe plans for us a lot more better.
What you hit it on the nail. Naseera, tell us more about yourself and then also how you got involved in the Be Selfless Foundation.
Okay, so I am the CEO and founder of Azuri Capital Coaching, and for me, I've been on the radio station for many times, and
Mhm,
I think this means we have a history already, knowing each other.
mhm,
We've worked together. For me, Azuri Capital is all about empowering men and women and about uplifting our communities. And then when Aisha Azuri is actually born in 2016, so
mhm,
that was born through my own triumph, through my own tribulations, through my own journey. And you can't coach someone if you haven't coached yourself, and you haven't had
true.
the assistance or the help or the anything from a professional perspective. And I think when Aisha came along with the idea of doing the Be Selfless Foundation, it was the perfect fit from a philanthropy perspective, that
Mhm,
we partnered together, and we try and raise funds together. But I think our number one motto has always been about the giver and the receiver, and to give unconditionally. And I think that's where the Be Selfless comes in. From an Azuri Capital Coaching perspective, this is one of many initiatives that we've partnered with. But being
mhm,
part of the organization has given us the opportunity to touch lives across the globe. It's not just in South Africa, but across the globe. And inshallah, we're hoping that our footprint reaches many, many more people in the future, and many more partnerships like we've done recently, and we've done in the past 3 or 4 years as well.
Ameen, inshallah, ameen. We were talking about the school that you guys had. We did a full reno on that, getting rid of the asbestos classrooms. Do you want to share more from your side? How has that impacted you, Naseera?
I think, just having to change kids' lives, to be able to see young kids being able to learn in a much more cleaner, pure environment, a healthy environment. I think, for the foundation, that's a huge thing for us, to be able to give these children the opportunity of having clean, healthy classrooms. And I think
Mm-hmm,
that's what the foundation stands for, is not being able to interfere with the child's learning. And learning is important. I mean, if you don't have proper classrooms, and especially with those classrooms being asbestos, kids get ill, all sorts of things happen to them, and that takes away from your learning. That takes away from you being able to progress in your life. And the
mm-hmm,
fact that the foundation, could assist the school in making sure that we've got 8 up and running classrooms, beautifully done in a very short space of time, makes us feel very, very proud at the foundation that we were able to assist the school. And I mean, they're so grateful. That's also the most beautiful part, is to see people that really appreciate our hard work, and our passion in having to want to be able to change people's lives.
ameen. When we get back from the break, we'll be chatting more. Just be going into an ad break, and when we get back, we'll be speaking to Aysha Bangie-Loonat as well as Naseera Turkey on the Be Selfless Foundation.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media, your humanitarian broadcaster.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
After the recent attacks on Gaza, many families have been displaced with their homes left destroyed. Through your donations, our teams are on the ground in Gaza, providing support and delivering necessary aid to families affected. The people of Gaza need your help. Give hope. Donate today to Penny Appeal South Africa. www.pennyappeal.org.za 031 1100 573.
We are here on the ground with many appeal organizations in Gaza.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic, Sharia, and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Tune into Salam Media via audio stream.
Just a couple of days ago, I received the news about my cousins, Khalil and Rena. Khalil was only a few years older than me. He had a family. He used to have a family. And his family consisted of his wife and 3 children. Now he's the only survivor of his family. In that very same attack, my other cousin, Rana, was killed with her 2 children, Masa and Muhammad. I haven't seen her, by the way. I haven't got even a chance to see my niece Ilya growing because of the brutal situation of siege that has been choking and incarcerating more than 2 million Palestinians in Gaza for decades.
Dr. Abu Salam, she's a Palestinian academic from Palestine, but she's currently residing in London.
Salam Media, a global voice for humanity. It's a new beginning. It's a new era. Salam Media, humanitarian journalism.
Wow, looking at these videos, this is amazing. From what it looked like to building it anew. Wow, it really does look amazing. Aysha, that must have been a heck of a project. Looking at the video that we have up on screen, what was the process? What actually inspired this process? I'm going to give that to Aysha.
Okay, so what inspired the process? I was going through my WhatsApps, and you see your status updates, and I saw a post saying we're looking for a donation for 5 rand per brick, and that's when we started the inquiry, and we called the school and met with the principal, and we looked at the whole need, and then we were inspired just to take this transformation of the asbestos classrooms while learning about the harmful effects of the asbestos exposure on the students and the teachers. We said, you know what, we believe that every child needs a healthy, safety environment. So why not? Let's see if we can contact our sponsors. We did a lot of calls. We asked a lot of questions. It started off last year, March, right, Naseera, where we had to go through a hell of a huge process with the sponsors, obtaining documentation, obtaining information from the school. We as a foundation also has a lot of we do a lot of vetting, and we make sure
Yes.
that the school is like we said earlier on, is requires it and is a need for it. um, and we've also got a vendor list which we'd like to share with you, Yasmin.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a
Please
vendor
do.
list that the Selfless Foundation holds, and those are the people that we trust and we know that can make the difference in helping us in any need or situation that people require. And our
Mm-hmm.
vendor list is very special. It looks at people that are also in need, and we can empower to empower them to actually, to help them with their needs. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So in 2 months, we looked at this. 2 months this building was done.
The
It does
vetting
it doesn't
process.
take much longer. It's a very big process, and
Mm-hmm.
they work relentlessly day and night to help us meet the timeline so that on the 15th of January, when the schools opened, these classrooms could be utilized.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know what? It's so heartwarming. It's I don't know how to explain the feeling that I think the team feels at the Be Selfless Foundation of what positive change we've helped make a difference to this learners. And we visited the school recently just to go and see the transformation and see the students sitting in the classrooms. And we had to actually you'll see in the video where their heads were down because obviously we don't show
You can't
faces.
show
But you
faces.
should have
Mm-hmm.
seen the excitement. You should have seen when we walked in, and they just know that we were the part of the Peace Office Foundation that initiated this whole thing and helped build the classrooms. uh, I don't know how to explain. I think maybe Naseera, maybe
So,
you can give some words, but I don't know. I don't have words to describe the feeling and the emotion I had in that classrooms.
Naseera, let's share with us that
Uh,
impact.
I think, I think firstly, like Aisha had mentioned, it was due diligence. It was a lot of time. It was a lot of dedication.
Oh no, there we go. We've lost
Oh
Naseera
no.
again. Yeah. And I was looking forward to hearing what she had to say. Do we have her back? No. Nope, we've lost Naseera again. So yes, Aisha, you were saying something about it is, I suppose it's a sense of, I don't know, we can't say gratitude, but you can only explain that feeling. But I cannot imagine what you've gone through. Bring for myself being in the school environment as well, to see these kids actually being in a environment like that, it is really heartbreaking. And then getting this new perspective, these new classrooms, I can only imagine what they were thinking when they
Can't
got
hear
to
you
class,
again.
when they got to school. Hi, Nasira, are you back?
I'm not sure whether you can hear me, but I think I
Okay,
have
yes,
gremlins again in my
i i I
on
think so
my
too.
on my
I
feed.
think the
I can't
gremlins
hear
are
you.
taking
I'm
over
not
on
sure if
your
you can
side.
hear me. If
I
you
can hear
can,
you.
please nod. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on talking because we
Please
make a
do.
plan. That's what modern technology is all about. So even though I can't hear you, I'm just going to go with the flow. So I think for us, it was firstly the due diligence that went in. It was the time, it was the effort. But I think at the background, we all want to educate a child and we all want to see
Mm,
them grow and we all want to see them persevere and get the education that's due to them. So, like Aisha had mentioned, it was so fulfilling, it was rewarding, it was really what the Be Selfless stands for, is giving selflessly to these individuals, and to make sure that the school was ready so that they didn't miss any downtime whatsoever. We had an amazing team, from our sponsors to the building people to the team behind the scenes, to making sure that the school was also very present, from
mhm,
their team, from the principal, and everyone that was part of the organization, to make sure that we kicked this off successfully, and making sure that the kids were our priority. I think that's the most important thing, is to make sure that those classrooms were fit, healthy, and a healthy environment with a proper roof on their heads, to make sure that learning is a lot more easier and safer for the kids. So it was extremely rewarding and fulfilling. It was seeing like your own child going to first day at school, but in a healthy,
mhm.
safe environment.
Yes, I can only imagine, like I was telling Aisha, I can only imagine the gratitude in those kids, um, when they came to school and they seen how the school has changed. Alhamdulillah, may Allah reward you guys. Well done for that. Um, Aisha, I know you guys do other projects as well aside from the school that you guys had renovated. Do you want to share more on that?
There's some of the stuff we do, and I don't know if you notice on our profile in Insta and Facebook, we don't post. So our sponsors don't want, obviously, to be known, and obviously the people that we're giving to don't want them to be known. So there's a lot of stuff we do that's not known, but I'll share some of the stuff we've done. So obviously with COVID killed us all, right? In some way or the other, from feelings to emotions to, it took our loved ones away. So what we did was, as a team in the Be Selfless Foundation, we said, what is the need? So we looked at the need, and again, oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, more medical equipment, PPEs, helping to do sanitizing, and all of that is what we looked at that moment. And so there was a lot of stuff in terms of religious, like mosques and temples, and a lot of other stuff we did where we help sanitize the places, no charge, with obviously the sponsors providing a whole lot of sanitizers. We did a lot of nebulizers and oxygen concentrators. Yasmin, where people didn't have money, and everybody was at home, and they couldn't afford to go and buy an oxygen concentrator. So we managed to get that sponsored, and what we did was, whoever required one, we gave it to them by paying it forward. So we don't want money from you. We don't want anything. All we want is for you just to get better, get well. And when you're done, you just return the oxygen concentrator back to us, and we will hand it over to someone else. But Shukr, we've had a lot of people that we've helped in that way. Some made it, some didn't make it. And, when they didn't make it, it hurt us as well, because we became family while we were in that process during their journey in the illness. And what the Be Selfless Foundation does also is, we contact every person that we've given the oxygen concentrator to at least once, twice a week, asking how the person is doing, asking the family members that now is our contact person, how are they doing? And if they need any support, we were there to provide that emotional support or whatever other support we could provide. So those are one of those other stuff we've done. We've also done many other initiatives, which Naz also ran quite a few from a cancer initiative, and I'll leave Naz to share that information with you. But there's so many to share, Yasmin. And you know what? The only thing that we do is, by being selfless, we want to just make a difference in the community and everyone else, wherever and whoever we can help.
Ameen. I know we have Naseera online on telephone line. Can you hear me, Naseera?
And I'm definitely challenged today.
No stress, man. But can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you quite clearly.
Okay, yes. Can you share more information on the cancer initiative that the Be Selfless Foundation worked with or
yes,
held?
so what we did was we did quite a few initiatives between during COVID, after COVID, in between COVID, and we're still doing it. So in terms of getting initiatives off the ground, where we partnered with either Cancer South Africa, other cancer organizations, we did the high tea, that Safira Kaka actually run, where we donated oxygen tanks to be able to raise funds to the cancer care places that they were going to donate it to. So we've done a few initiatives to be able to assist our community and our sisters, in assisting cancer patients. And cancer is very, very close to the Be Selfless Foundation, because wherever we can help, that's our motto. It's about the receiver and the giver again. And I think for Aysha and I both, using the platform as the cancer, or whether it was during COVID and, helping patients during Corona, also gave us a stepping stone. It gave us a platform to be able to showcase what we, as two women, and we have another gentleman that's on board, Hussein, that what we can do is we stand by together. If we act as one unit, our aim behind it is always to do good for our community, to be able to partner with like-minded people. And those cancer associations have really, really benefited. We have quite a few initiatives planned for the new year, inshallah. But, to be able to, on a regular basis, be able to see those cancer patients improve their lives by what we have donated, as part of the Be Selfless Foundation, is extremely rewarding, and rewarding from a selfless perspective.
Ameen. Thank you for sharing, Naseera. I know you guys, before we wrap up this interview, this segment, I wanted to, you are doing a handover with the keys of the school, or how does that work? And can you share more about that, Aysha?
Okay, so it's the handover of the 8 classrooms. So we're gonna do a nice unveiling of the plaque. We're gonna be cutting ribbon. The school is pretty excited. I mean, I think they're creating such a welcoming environment for us on the 21st together with our sponsors, so that we can come there and celebrate the 8 classrooms. And the school is also turning 70 years old. So they also want to celebrate that initiative with us.
Hand in hand.
Yasmin, the principal doesn't stop hugging us, and she doesn't stop talking to us and thanking us for the difference that we've made with them. And for us, it's not about receiving the thank yous, it's about making the difference. So on the 21st of February at 9:00, we're going to be officially doing the handover protocol with the school and our sponsor. So we're looking forward to that. I think that will be a moment that we'll remember forever at the Be Selfless Foundation. Not like we don't remember all the others that we do. But this initiative, from an educational point of view, is one of the biggest initiatives we've done, which worked out to about 1.5 million that a sponsor gave, and managed to get this done.
Ameen. Well done to that. And last but not least, can you share, for anyone who wants to come on board as a sponsor or wants to be involved with the Be Selfless Foundation, how can they get hold of you? Do you want to share some information there before we wrap up?
They can contact myself on Naseera. My number is 082 555 3242. They can contact us if they require any help or they would like to donate in any way so that we can make a difference. We are looking where we can assist other people or other institutions that require, at this moment in time, we would like to help where we can. I'm going to leave Naseera to give her number as well. Another thing that we'd like to also share is we will be doing a fundraiser for Palestine, inshallah, in April or May. We're looking at, we will share that information with you, Yasmin, so you can share it along other people as well. And we'd love everybody to attend and come and help us. Our brothers and sisters in Palestine require all our help that we can give them. And we want to be selfless again because it's about being human.
Ameen, Tuma, Ameen. Naseera, do you want to share your information before we
so
wrap
I
up?
am on social media platforms, Naseera Turkey. Alternatively, you can contact me on 082 333 1344. On Facebook and on Instagram, we have the Be Selfless Foundation. Our email address is beselflessfoundation@gmail.com. Aysha, you can just confirm that. And also, Jazakallah for giving us the opportunity and giving us the platform. As Muslim women and women per se, we are trying to make a difference in our communities and in people's lives. And this is, these are some of the initiatives that, people don't even really know about, but, we do it together. We stand together with our sponsors, with the community out there. So if anybody is open to wanting to assist other people that know of other initiatives, one of the other things that we are so busy with is also a new project on solar and boreholes. I won't give you too much away, but there are other initiatives that could really assist other areas and other communities that are of dire need. So please do contact us, and Jazakallah again for the opportunity.
It's only a pleasure, and may you guys be rewarded for your efforts. Well done on everything. You are totally inspirational. Jazakallah so much for taking out the time and sharing your stories with us. And yeah, we'll chat soon, inshallah.
Inshallah,
Ameen. Jazakallah, Yasmin.
It's a pleasure.
Yasmin, just to confirm, our email address is beselflessf@gmail.com.
beselflessf@gmail.com. Jazakallah so much, Aysha.
And Jazakallah for having us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Okay, we wrap up this segment as we go into a break.